All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our first post-game press conference of the 2026 Elite Eight, joined by victorious Colorado Mesa head coach Taylor Wagner, along with student athletes Mason Rowland and Olivia Reed-Time. Before we get to any questions, here's how this will work. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach Wagner. After that, we're going to ask that you please direct any questions you have to the student athletes first, and then once the student athletes have completed their round of questioning, they can head back to the locker room, and then we'll have questions for Coach Wagner. So, all of that having been said, Coach, your statement on the game.
Yeah, just super proud of our team. Getting to the Final Four, I know it's been a goal of ours, and, they've just performed each and every game this year for us, and, everyone's stepping up, and I know Olivia and Mason, they do a lot of the legwork for us and the scoring and the rebounding and, the defense, but we've had some other players step up and play big roles for us. So just can't say enough about our team and their resiliency and just how together they are. It's been a phenomenal year, and we're glad that we're advancing, and we'll wait to see who our opponent is. But, that first half, I thought we did a great job, and the girls came out. The defense was really good. The offense was obviously really good, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Ladies, just box score watching here. You look at the flow of the game. Tight first quarter. Second half was point for point, but that second half or second quarter run was really the difference in the game. What was going on out there on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the Elite Eight, and every team is really good at this point, and people hit tough shots, and every game we just go into it wanting to contest every shot and just make teams take tough shots, and we kind of, that first quarter, we came out, probably got our nerves out a little bit, and then found our feet, and just kind of were able to run away with it.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Our defense started to kick up in that second quarter, and then we really executed our sets in the second quarter, and once we do that, it's pretty hard to guard, so it's fun.
Questions for the athletes?
The rebounding. I mean, you had a huge advantage. How much of a role do you think that played in pulling away?
Yeah, going into it, we knew that they were a great rebounding team, and they had a couple close games before ours where they were able to stay in it because of their offensive rebounding, and so that was just a major key prior to the game of doing our best to keep them off the boards and win that rebounding battle, and overall just try to get more possessions than them.
Season long, you guys have gotten to the line quite a bit. What is kind of the key to sustaining that and continuing it on today as well?
Yeah, I think we have some keys in our games, and that's when the free throws, the turnovers, and the rebounding battle. And I think when you get all those, it's pretty hard to match up with it. But Wag always says get downhill, attack, get to the free throw line, get some easy buckets at the free throw line, and then everything else will just kind of fall our way.
What is it about your defense that is so, transcendent? It seems to take over games. What is it about? How can you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're really flashy with it. We just do our best to stay in front of people and just make them take tough shots. I mean, our primary focus is just getting that field goal percentage low and then getting those rebounds. So I think as long as we can get people to take contested shots, then that's what we want. And hopefully that field goal percentage will be down and we get that rebound. So.
Did you feel like you frustrated Tarji a little bit? Because she scored a little late, but not so much during the game.
Yeah, she's a great player, and a lot of credit to her. I think she's really tough. She's really physical, and I was just going to do my best again to stay out of foul trouble with her being that aggressive and physical. And so, she's a tough guard, and so I just wanted to contest everything that I could and, just make her take a tough shot.
Any more questions for the athletes? Ladies, congratulations. We're going to keep coaching for a little bit, but best of luck to you. We'll see you again in a couple days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, you talk about defense from day one in practice way back in October. It's got it from this far. Just talk about the defense even more so than what those girls talked about.
Well, I mean, that's our bread and butter. We say if you can play defense, you're going to be in every ball game, and then if you hit a couple shots, you you have a good chance to win a lot of games. But I mean, from day one, we work on that, and every single day we work on it and drill it. And, I think they bought in, especially this team. They understand team defense. We try and be great one-on-one. At times there's some really good players that we come against, and they have their nights. But for the most part, I really love our team and just their commitment to the defensive side. When the coach talks about it, and it's my goal. Sometimes that doesn't really resonate, but when the kids really love it, that's when you start to have special teams, and that's what this team has done.
Coach, talk a little bit about, number one, only 2 seniors. You got a bunch of young kids out there that are just playing their tails off. Just talk about how their growth this year has gotten you to now the national semifinal.
Yeah, I mean, some of these girls, what they're doing right now, they didn't do in November and December, and they've really come along and grown, and we've really asked them to step up. Olivia gets so much attention, and we've asked some of the girls, like, hey, you've got to be able to hit those open shots, or whether it's a cut and a layup, but we've got to complement what Mason and Olivia do offensively with all the other pieces, and they've really come into it, and some of the girls have started shooting the ball better, and they're just comfortable, and we've got to continue to do that. But I do like our young kids, and they keep getting better and better, and we saw that in the regional tournament as well. Our point guard Hallie Clark stepped up, and she did a great job running our offense, handling the basketball, and hopefully we just they get better with it a little bit more, and we keep advancing.
Was there any concern for you going into this game that you were playing a team that was an 8th seed and kind of was on this magical run, and they were playing with house money, or did it just not matter?
No, that actually worried me.
Yeah.
They beat some really good teams. They were shooting the ball really well. Their inside game was on point, and for the last few days, I'm like, how are we going to guard these girls? And and now getting to see them live and everything, I thought our girls stepped up, and especially in that first half, I was super proud of them and making them take tough shots. And I thought our rebounding was really good. In the fourth quarter, they were in panic mode, and they got a few offensive rebounds. I think we kind of hit a wall there, but just glad the girls kind of dug in, and like I said, we keep preaching it and keep preaching. I keep yelling it to them, and we got to guard every possession. We're always worried about the one play that gets them to a big run, so we try and eliminate that every single time, and not let them go on big runs.
Any more questions for Coach?
Just going to make a comment. It's amazing, too, to watch your team guard without fouling. You were not in foul trouble most of the game. I think you had 7 fouls or 8 fouls for the game going into the fourth quarter, and they had like 21 or something. So, again, smart on the closeouts, contesting but not fouling. And I just thought the world of your defense from what I saw.
That was one of our keys. We had to do a great job. We didn't want to reach. We didn't want to try and block every shot. And, if we can make it through that first quarter and second quarter, not in foul trouble, then we can actually amp it up a little bit more and be more aggressive in the second half.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Talk about the accuracy of the free throw line. You guys not only got to the line, but also you made it count, too. I think you finished above 90% last time I saw. Just speak to that a little bit.
Well, and our 2 best free throw shooters are Olivia and Mason, and they get to the free throw line a lot, and that really helps. So when you have your 2 best free throw shooters getting all those attempts, that's hard to beat. And Mason has the ball in her hand a lot. Obviously, Olivia gets her touches in block, and I wouldn't want to have to guard them and have a game plan against them. And so they've just done a great job all year long stepping up and hitting free throws for us.
Coach, congratulations, and we'll see you in a couple of
Okay, thank you.